A huge development in the lawsuit Blake Lively has filed against Justin Baldoni. She lost big time today. A judge, the trial judge, has dismissed 10 of the 13 charges that she has made against Justin Baldoni.
The Taylor Swift and Blake Lively text messages are finally here, and they are so bad. And we haven't even gotten everything yet.
Holy guacamole, Blake Lively just lost. This is not a drill. This just happened. Judge Lyman just ruled, and he completely threw out her sexual harassment claims. He gutted her case ahead of next month's trial.
Girl Blake Lively's 2026 is looking rough because her essay lawsuit against Justin Baldoni just went to trial, and on day one alone, the judge threw out most of her accusations. A lot of people assumed this would settle quietly, but Justin pushed for court. And now it's clear why. Blake was already set up to lose the second those leaked text messages showed her, and Taylor Swift literally scheming to destroy Justin's reputation. But Blake stayed delusional, convinced she could still twist this into a victim narrative. Who in their right mind fabricates essay claims and ropes in their billionaire best friend to help pull it off? And the fact that she planned the whole thing out makes it even more disturbing. But guess what? Neither Taylor nor Ryan is going down with her. Rumors are swirling that Ryan's planning to divorce her once this wraps up, and Taylor's already working to clear her name by dropping never-before-seen evidence, including private text messages, to prove her innocence. Now for some context. This whole mess kicked off in December 2024, during the press run for It Ends With Us. Justin directed the film through his production company Wayfarer Studios and also played Ryle Kincaid opposite Blake, who starred as Lily Bloom. Before the press tour, everyone thought filming went smoothly, but we were very wrong. There was serious tension brewing behind the scenes, creative control drama, on-set behavior issues, marketing disagreements, all of it. The fallout went public during the press tour and exploded when Blake filed a lawsuit accusing Justin of essay, defamation, and extortion. Even before the lawsuit dropped, people sensed something was off because Justin was nowhere to be found during the press tour. When people started asking questions, he posted a hospital photo, claiming he was being treated for an infection, and when he finally showed up, he kept his distance from the cast, especially Blake. But everything made sense once Blake's lawsuit against him and Wayfarer CEO Jamie Heath went public. Blake alleged that Justin essayed her multiple times, accusing him of improvising intimate scenes without her consent, making comments about her weight, showing the crew nude photos and videos, and walking into her trailer unannounced while she was breastfeeding. She claimed Mr. Baldoni insisted on shooting the full scene over and over again, well beyond what would have been required on an ordinary set and without advance notice or consent. She also described another incident during a slow dance scene that didn't even require dialogue. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear down her neck, saying it smells so good. None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because there was no sound. Blake said Mr. Baldoni was caressing her with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When she later objected to this behavior, she claims Mr. Baldoni responded, "I'm not even attracted to you." Blake also alleged that during the filming of these explicit scenes, Justin never even bothered to close the set, meaning people were freely walking in and out while she was completely exposed. A lot of people were immediately on Blake's side, and honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Brian Reynolds were one of the most beloved couples in Hollywood, close friends with Taylor Swift and all. But then things started shifting when it came out that Blake had allegedly leveraged her connection to Taylor to get the New York Times to publish an article defaming Justin. So guess what Justin did? He fired back with a $400 million countersuit against Blake and Ryan, plus a separate $250 million defamation suit against Blake and the New York Times. He claimed in his lawsuit that the New York Times failed its journalistic integrity to check Blake's essay allegations before putting them out.
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
Justin also made a whole website where he posted evidence he has against Blake and Ryan, including an amended complaint containing a timeline of events from set, plus text messages and emails that exposed Blake's decision not to meet with the on-set intimacy coordinator he hired. Interestingly enough, when she was destroying his life with these essay allegations, he allowed her to have her moment, but once he started posting receipts, she dragged him to court, claiming that he was ruining her and Ryan's reputations. Mind you, she's the one who involved the media in this by having the New York Times publish that article. The judge eventually stepped in and ordered both sides to stop talking to the media, since all the back and forth was risking contaminating the jury pool. Around this time, there was also a lot of heat on Taylor Swift, with people accusing her of being complicit in the whole thing. People were even booing her at the Super Bowl. Justin's lawyer, Brian Friedman, also made it clear he had no problem calling Taylor to the stand when the trial began, and she was actually on set during parts of the filming. Now Justin's $400 million lawsuit against Blake and Ryan was ultimately dismissed, but Blake's case is still ongoing, and it's not going particularly well for her right now, and Taylor isn't looking great either. Newly unsealed court documents revealed text messages between Blake and Taylor, where Blake was venting about Justin and Taylor was going in right along with her. No evidence, no questions asked, just fully writing for her friend, which honestly is exactly what Blake was counting on. In the messages, Blake called Justin an annoyed doofus director of my movie and a clown who thinks he's a writer now. She was also fuming over something Justin apparently said to Taylor in a meeting. The most bonkers part to me is him saying to you he doesn't know pop culture, made me more mad than anything he's done to me. She went on, the entire brand is dismantling toxic masculinity, he monetizes it, he does TED Talks, but says that to you, not only is it so rude, but it's untrue. She was also clearly working with Taylor, framing herself as this fiercely loyal friend who gets more upset when someone disrespects the people she loves than when they come for her directly. You genuinely cannot make this up. I'm so much less forgiving when it comes to someone messing with someone I love than when someone messes with me. You were so epically heroic today. This clown is falling for all of it. You are the world's absolute greatest friend ever. Taylor then responded, calling Justin a B while sharing an article about his past trauma. I think this B knows something is coming because he's gotten out his tiny violin.
By saying, if you get here with this doofus director of my movie is still here, I'll be ushering him out, but hope he's still here. Can you do me a huge favor? I need help with him. Remember when Justin said that Taylor came to Blake's apartment while they were trying to talk about the movie? And Blake was like, oh, that was just a coinky-dink. No, it wasn't. It was planned. She asked Taylor, can you tell him you're excited for the movie, but what you're freaking out over is the pages I sent you, what a magnetic scene that is, or whatever descriptives you're comfortable with. I'll send you the scene. You don't have to read, of course. It's a quick read. Blake says he's a clown and thinks he's a writer now and got his rewrite and told me he appreciates my passion. That's it. So having the greatest living storyteller unknowingly echo to him how much you love what we're doing, giving him credit as if he wrote it with me will go such a long way. Then Blake also says, you dug a movie out of a grave once already for me. What movie was that? It seems like she uses Taylor to get everything she wants. Blake then sent her the scene and Blake said, I love you, thank you, text me when you're on your way. I'll have Molly meet you and security in the garage. And then she said, headed your way, I'm on your street. And remember when Justin got dropped by WME and everybody was turning on him and siding with Blake? Taylor texted her saying, you won, you did it. It seems like a group chat. Somebody else said, it's turning. Taylor sends the link of Justin getting dropped by his agency. Taylor then says, and you effing helped so many people who won't have to go through this ever again. She then said, never has a cancellation been reversed so fast. You guys don't understand how rare that is. To have proof and to take the perfect steps to bring the truth into the light. In another conversation, Taylor Swift says, I think this B knows something is coming because he's gotten out his tiny violin. And this B she's referring to is Justin Baldoni. I'm sure more is going to get revealed as time goes on, but these two are diabolical in the fact that They knew these text messages were probably going to come out, and they're still denying. But hey, Taylor said she likes her friends canceled, but I don't think she thought she would join the club.
Now, just a few days ago, they had their first court hearing, and it was already a major blow to Blake's face. The judge dismissed not just 1 or 2 or even 3, but a whopping 10 claims that Blake had made against Justin, leaving only 3. You just heard that right. The judge basically looked at all 13 claims and immediately threw 10 of them out because they either didn't make any sense at all or were just straight fabricated with no evidence backing them up. The dismissed claims included those related to harassment, defamation, and conspiracy. The only ones that are moving forward are the claims she made about breach of contract claims. None of the SA allegations made it, and if you've been keeping up, then you know that those SA allegations were exactly what made this entire situation as big as it is today.
Huge development in the lawsuit Blake Lively has filed against Justin Baldoni. She lost big time today. A judge, the trial judge, has dismissed 10 of the 13 charges that she has made against Justin Baldoni. This is an enormous loss for Blake Lively. Most of it centers around sexual harassment. She has made a variety of claims against Justin, including that he put a kissing scene in where the scene itself did not call for it. There was a point where he supposedly walked into her dressing room or trailer while she was breastfeeding. One of the producers showed Blake a video of his wife giving birth. One point, Blake says that Justin, in fact, this is on video, Justin had said, I'm sorry, I missed this harassment training. That turns out was a joke. It had to do with wardrobe. But she threw all of this in the lawsuit. What the judge said is Blake was relying on California law in this lawsuit. And the judge said, look, most of these claims emanate from the set, which was in New Jersey. And California, which maybe had the best laws for Blake when it came to harassment, California just didn't apply. So she was trying to sue him using the wrong law.
And Talk already knows that Taylor's not going to sit around and watch this come back to bite her. As we speak, she and her team are reportedly planning how best to separate her name from this, and they've supposedly decided to put out even more text messages of Taylor being dragged into this by Blake. It's unclear when exactly they plan to do this, but looking at how things are going, they might do it any time from now, especially since the trial just started. If Blake thinks things are bad now, it's about to get even worse for her. One person said, Blake started smearing Justin from day one as her own text messages to Taylor Swift show, unreal the lies that come out of that woman's mouth. Another person said, what Blake and Rain did to these people is wrong. I am so happy for Justin, Jamie, Jen, and Steve. What the New York Times did to these people is disgusting and disgraceful. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Taylor Swift separating herself from Blake in the midst of all this? And do you really think this is the end for Blake? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch other messy videos.